Welcome back to part 2 of this series. So in this video we are going to handle the HTML tables. We'll see on how you can create and feed data in your table. So to start that, you must create a HTML file which we created in our previous video. You can check on our previous video to see on how you can write your first HTML code and the basic syntax for HTML. So to start on that, we start with HTML, and our title here will be HTML tables. That is the title of our page, and you can open that on your web browser and see it's called HTML tables. So to create table, you open the table tag or element here, and in the table tag you create a table row, and in this table row you'll be creating your table head. So you copy that and paste it several times depending on number of entries that you want to have in your table. Let us align this correctly. So in our first table head we'll be having name. Let's say we are inputting the data for students, and the second one will be age, and this will be course. Say this is faculty, and save. When you refresh your browser, you can see all the table head elements are displayed here correctly. So to enter data in this table head, we create another table row, and in this table row we input the table details or the TD. So this TD will give the details that are being inserted in this table head elements. So you copy and paste according to the number of entries that you have. So this will go into the columns, and this will go into the columns that matches what is on the top. So the first name, let's call this student John. Age is 21. Course is BIT. Yesterday the faculty is CIT. And when you save that and you refresh your page, you can see the data has been entered correctly. But our form does not look like because it is lacking the table border. So to insert the table borders, come to this table tag here and insert border. So let's put our border size to be, for example, 7 pixels, and save. And when you refresh, you can see the border is inserted around the table, but the distance between our content and this margin here is very small. To increase that, we do the cell padding. Let's put our cell padding to 9, and when we refresh, you can see there are some spaces in between. And to increase the size between your cells, that one is done through cell spacing. So you can do that if you like. Cell spacing, let's put it to 10. And when you refresh, you can see there are some spaces in between our cells, but I want my cells not to have this space, so I'll just delete and leave it at 0. When you refresh, you can see the table looks nice. So to insert another row of these table details, you can come and copy this row here, copy, and you paste it multiple times according to the number of entries that you want to input. So let's change this one to Mary. Let's leave age to be 21. Let's say course, the course is engineering, and the faculty is also engineering. Let's call this one Tom. Age is 20. and the course is nursing and faculties of science. You can save that, and when you refresh on your browser, you can see the data has been entered correctly and our table is looking nice. But there exist some instances where you might want to input something, for example a data here that displays the year of study. For example, you want all these rows here to exist in a single year of study. So let us do that. So to do that, you'll come to that row and insert a new table detail. Let's call it year 2 and save. And when you refresh, you'll see our rows has been displaced and it does not look correct. To correct this, you'll do the row spanning, or you come to this table detail and do the row span. You come and count the number of rows here, 3, and put 3, save. And when you refresh, you can see our table is looking nice. And now we want this column, the header for this column here, to come at the right place. So to do that, we'll insert another new header in the table. So come to this table row and insert a new table head. Let's call that year of study and save. And when you refresh the table, you can see it now looks correct and nice. And there might be an instance where this faculty here, for example, you want to input 2 cells under this faculty in this cell. So to do that, we'll also come and add a new detail here, TD. Let's say it's the course code, for example, 234/1, and save. And when you refresh, you can see this cell has been displaced and it does not look right. So to join the cells, we'll have to carry out a column spanning. So to do the column span, you come to the specific head, table head, and do a column span. For column span, you count the number of cells that you want to be wrapped under this one cell here, and here we have 2, and replace 2, save. And when you refresh, you can see our table now looks correct. For more of these videos, kindly subscribe, click on the notification button, and also if you are interested in following our previous video on how you can write your basic HTML code, how to install an IDE that you can use on HTML, specifically Sublime Text, and how to create the HTML files, I've placed a link in the description below for our previous video. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Our next video will be talking about the HTML forms. Thank you.